Hello everybody and welcome back to my Minecraft hardcore world. Alright, so I made a bit of changes since last week. I finally got everything netherite, full netherite armor, netherite tools, all that shebang. Yeah, it took me a lot of beds in the netherite. I probably blew through like 3 inventory fulls of beds trying to get all this netherite. I don't want to do it again, and since it's hardcore I don't have to do it again, so that's actually very good. Because I'm not losing this armor, not happening. Alright, so here's the big thing, an elephant in the room here, is here's the XP farm. It's a little different than the way it looked last week, anyone who saw last week's video. We still got 2 armadillos just in case. You can hear him, but Spork is in there. We don't need to see him, he can stay away. But pretty simple build, so you put the oozing potion, no, infestation potions. Yes, in this chest. And then you come in here, you can light this campfire. I don't really feel like wasting it, but like you light this campfire. These guys are gonna take damage, but since they're curled up in their shell because they're afraid of the zombie, they won't die. And then this little button here, when you press it, splashes these guys with splash potions of infestation. When they get hit with them, then they take the damage and they spawn silverfish. And then once we come down here, boom. Silverfish fall down here. You just stand here, swing at them. Tons and tons of XP. Really good design. Works really well. And I'm very happy with how this build turned out. Looks really nice. Fits in very well with the rest of my builds. And last week, someone did mention one of the things that I've been really wanting to do, so it will happen eventually. They are on the board. I'll probably just flash their comment on screen because I don't feel like going all the way up there to look at the sign. But they had just recommended to build paths connecting everything, and then, you know, nice little lanterns and posts and all that stuff to make it look really nice, which I really want, because I can have a path coming from over there, from the end of the end of the staircase, a little bridge over the river, have it come here, connect to the trading hall, connect to that, connect to that. Just a nice little pathway, and it'll just liven things up. One thing though about doing that is I knew when I put all this mossy carpet down that it was gonna mess up any pathways that I want to make. So one of these times we are going to make a more proper iron farm. That way this isn't kind of taking up so much room, because as of right now my current iron farm is taking up a lot of room and it's kind of annoying. So it doesn't look that nice. It kind of annoys me. So I do plan on changing that in the future. But what we have in mind for today is going to be starting over here. I want to just build a little fishing dock. So, because as you see, I have a little path. And the thought is, this can be the start like of something hopefully bigger. Just a small little fishing dock here. And then you can maybe even put like a tiny little boat in. And then the thought is, I'm not swimming very fast. I don't have depth strider. Wish I had, but... So, swimming through here, this eventually opens up into a pretty solid lake over here. And I do have the hopes and dreams of making this even bigger. So there's one lake over here, which then connects to the ocean, and a lake over here. This area in between the two of them, let me try this. Chicken! In between the two of them, isn't really necessary. I guess like I could have continued building on it. But really what I want to do eventually is mine all this out. I might make that a video 1 week or something. I'll mine all this out and then make this area into a giant lake. And then I want to build like a big boat in it and whatnot, and then you can make an actual like channel out to the ocean. I think it could look really cool for the future. So I have very high hopes with how that build's going to turn out. But anyway, we're going to get back to the smaller of the things. I have been trying to make progress on this world, but the way things have turned out, I haven't really had time to set up any bigger builds at all recently. I have mined a little bit on my cavern. I'm not going to show it to you guys because, as I said, I'm just going to wait until it's ready for the episode, so I don't plan on really showing that. Just going to mention it now. This will be the start point, and the hard part is that the way this kind of is set up, I kind of did this where it's at an angle, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, I don't really know how to build a dock like this diagonally, so we're gonna just do our best. Sometimes just doing your best is all that matters, guys. So if you can do your best, then you've probably doing good enough, even though my best is right now not good. not very good. So that's how that's supposed to be. Because I'm trying to figure out, just going at the angle like this, growing, which I don't want it to be growing. What am I doing wrong? This is definitely making me a little bit confused. That water there is now messed up, and that makes fill that back in. That water there is now messed up. Yeah, the problem with making a lake in this manner is that this water here isn't all. What the? It's riding a Nautilus. Wait, I want that. Can you keep the Nautilus? You tried it, please. Should I go get a lead? Please don't you despawn. I kind of want to keep you as a pet. Don't despawn, don't despawn, don't despawn. Why is there a creeper? It's not even nighttime. Why is there a creeper there? Oof. I don't want him to go away. I want to keep him as a pet. Please still be here. Please still be here. Please still be here. The creeper's still here. Are you really not here? He actually despawned? That's actually devastating. He seriously did. Okay, I was kind of playing it up with the whole don't despawn thing because I thought there was no way that he despawns. Oh, he did. That's crazy. You're in water. I don't care. Is that correct? I think so. Because then if we do every like 3 here, I think we then would do posts down to the floor. I think that could look pretty cool. So the thing is though, I don't know how far out I want this to go. So probably let's just kind of play with this a little bit. So like if we came out to here and then maybe just cut a little bit that way, that could look pretty nice. Doing it this way is going to make things confusing. I don't do well with confusing because I'm not very smart. Yeah, you can see the water blocks under. Oh gosh, this is actually annoying. That the way that the fact that this isn't a man-made lake means that this isn't filled in water sources. So when I do that, it becomes empty. Like this, there's air under here. Oh my, not a fan of that. I'm gonna just stop for now because I'm gonna have to do more anyway. And it never really crossed my mind that doing all the way I did this lake, it kind of made it so that technically only the top layer is water, everything else below is just flowing water. So if you delete the top layer, then it doesn't flow back in properly, which that's the thing. So that's great, just nice. Because now everything I'm placing here isn't actually going to back in, right? So now from this point, we can just cut this off here. And then if I want to, I could branch off like a little spot there, a little spot there. And from here, 1, 2, 3, perfect, actually. That makes it so that those spots get the pillars, which is actually really good for how I ended this. Make some nice little pillars going all the way down to the floor. It actually kind of looks like it's being held up. And I will need to move those chests, which I don't like having to do. I might honestly just build like a little fishing hut there around them so I don't have to deal with that. If we did like a little raised platform or something, like this is so hard to try and build, especially on a diagonal. So, like just something like that. Okay, it'll just be like that. Then from there, thought would be we just raise this platform up a tiny bit. It's raised up 1 anyway, because then from here I can do like a little branch out spot. And then my hope would be, I know it's so hard to talk over what I'm doing right now because I don't really know. I'm kind of just building on the fly, which is kind of fun about how I build. I don't really plan too hard because my thought would be then from here, what if we just did like corner pillars? So if we did a pillar here and a pillar here. If I'm standing right here, why can't I place another? There it goes. Trapdoor, trapdoor. Because then it would look like it'd be like a boat spot. I don't know, like little offshoots going off of it. Then my hope would be if we like did cobblestone walls, we can kind of just build like cobblestone walls. I don't know, just as a fun look. But then from here, convenient if you then filled these in. And then if we had like pillars on either side here. I hope that whatever I'm doing here is somewhat understandable to you guys because I'm kind of trying to watch. I don't know. I think at this point, I might just build it and stop the commentating. And then whenever I'm done with it, I'll just come back to you guys and kind of just give you a little look over and see what you guys think. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know if those lanterns are too low or not, and I'll definitely want to hear what you guys think of this build. So the hope then as well is I kind of want to build a little boat right here. That's kind of what the thought was. So like, this is technically like your fishing spot, whatnot. You can come here and fish off this, but it also could second as like a dock. So I would want to build a tiny little boat here that would be like a, I don't know, like a little small little ship with a nice little sail on it. I think that could look really cool. I maybe want to look up some designs or blueprints or whatnot on how to build like just a layout, but I kind of wanted to make it my own. This could be really fun to play off of and then eventually start expanding with more. I kind of just, I don't know, just kind of did what I thought looked nice and kind of just went with it. Even though now that I'm sitting here, this kind of look boxy, but hard when I was building it at like a weird angle. Like, I came in from an angle, so it's like, I didn't really know what to do with it. And let me know if you think it should be deep slate stone walls, or if the walls that the stone walls that I'm using right now just looks fine. I think deep slate might look better, but I'm not entirely sure. Other than that though, I think that this could be really cool. I might, if I don't have time to do anything else, I might try and build a boat next week. It could look really nice with this. I'll probably need to mine that a little bit more to give myself more room. I have a lot of terraforming that I want to do on this world if I want anything to look nice. But I do have some big things that I need to do. One, I need a few more ender pearls, which I'm going to get off camera. Then I can finally go to the end. And then I want to eventually start work on my house up on that mountain. So that then I can turn that house into a barn, that into a windmill, and then realistically I can start making the world look really cool. So that's the plan. Because part of this world is I want it to look aesthetically pleasing. I want the world to look nice. So like this right now, I also need to get this iron farm to go away. There's just a lot of stuff that needs done. So I have a lot of work and not enough time for it. So this is why I'm saying like I'm just kind of slowly doing what I can each week. I've been playing offline a little bit, trying to make some progress, and we're kind of getting there. So I hope that you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what you think about the build and if the boat there would look nice. Also, just any other terraforming ideas or any terraforming tips, like what stuff makes it easier for you guys to I don't know, make massive terraforming projects like this go a little bit better. So I hope I will see you all next week. It's a pleasure having you. Thank you for sticking around this long. It means a lot to me. Peace.